Hello there, YouTube. This is Sibbles and Bits back at it again with another Inkbound Daily. Today's the solo daily for September 20th, and we will be playing Weaver, going from Vengewood into Garden's Edge, and then up against Cinder. Our mods are particularly spicy today. We have Wooloo's Bloodletter, which, generally speaking, isn't necessarily spicy. It's going to take health from us repeatedly. We just got to find a way to either get more max health or some healing so that we can offset that. We might even drop it near the end of the game just to make sure that we're at full health by the end of it, or over 50 health. Spicy foes, though. Enemies deal 1 damage to the attacker when taking damage. Kind of important, especially when we're Weaver. We have to do a lot of setup, and so that's going to cost us a lot of health. We can get around this kinda. The, like, air quotes, easiest way would be to take Stitch, get the free select to where we don't have to thread them beforehand, get wider AoE, and then get Tangle, which will cause us to point on anybody. Everyone around them will get suctioned in and take some damage, and if we also get shield on hit on it, then we can offset the spicy foes. We would really prefer not to do that. So we really do have to find some way to heal in the middle of combats. Maybe it's sapping threads, but that would only offset the hit that we use to hit people. We have, they call it understimulated. Uncollecting an orb, gain 2 shield. That can offset something. But generally speaking, especially as Weaver, you have to hit things, many things, multiple times. There's very few fights, we have run into them, where it's only like 1 or 2 enemies on the screen at once. So we either need to find a ton of shielding, a ton of healing, some mix of that, or probably actually the easiest way to solve this would be something like Faulty Flask, which is, whenever we take health damage, we gain vigor up to 5 stacks. So then we would just hit something, and then we would sort of like balance out, but it still wouldn't be great. But if we had some end of turn shielding, that would kind of offset it. Anyways, we're going to have to figure out how to navigate that. If we're going to Vengewood, again, lots of enemies. There's quite a few little Lusks that we're going to have to take care of or get blown up from. Garden's Edge has Nim, which is kind of a problem. If we have enough damage, we could probably just, like, nuke him and then ignore the bits. That might happen. He's got a lot of health, apparently, now on Book 2. Last time he had, like, 16,501. I don't know how we're going to be able to do that much damage. Like, it's obviously possible, but whew. And then, of course, we need to make sure that we have single target for Cinder. Because, again, that, the Cultist. We certainly don't want to have the Cultist with Blazing Barrier and Spicy Foes, and then trying to hit everything on the screen. It's not going to end well. So we're going to try our best to navigate this. We, of course, also have clips of Extraction, because why wouldn't we? This does mean that we have more orbs, but it means that we have -1 will as well, which makes the early fights more difficult. Definitely not appreciative of that. Let's take a look at this. I would like AoE on Potent Stitch. We didn't get it. Am I willing to reroll? Pulling Constriction doesn't really seem like a thing that's really going to do anything for us here. Lengthy Threads farther wider. I almost don't want to hit a lot of things. I think we're re-rolling here. We'll take the increased AoE. Oh boy. Verdant Seed, maybe? Verdant Seed is looking the best for us here. We could always do RNG and just hope that we get ability power. That obviously help us a lot. Killing things the first time they show up is going to help us significantly because then we don't have to hit them twice. I was also somewhat considering Potent Thread. Getting this up to 50 is kind of huge. We're going to go safe and go with Verdant Seed, but I'm not really sure. Not exactly sure how this works. This could be a very quick daily. I'm just hoping that we don't die. I could almost see another Tarnished Vault here. We're going to be a little crazy. We're going to go for this Tarnished Vault. So obviously not taking money means that we can't... Now we can only spend like 120 safely. Which means that we really can't navigate RNG more than what they give us. So that's something that we're going to need to keep in mind. Like, that's not even worth it. Yeah, it's not even worth putting that on cooldown. If I wanted to do this, I would do this. And we will do that. I kind of like that. So we can safely spend 120. We have to spend a lot more, which I forgot about that. We really should have taken those quillings. So we need to find some sort of quilling vestige. Does that mean we reroll here and hope that we get like Shadow Coin or something? Not too sure about that. I think what we need to do... I honestly wouldn't be against Decayed Binding here. Double Liar's Dice is kind of funny. I wonder if that would make them both proc at once, or if they roll individually. Anyways, yeah, I don't think that we reroll here. Give me a Decayed Binding. We're more than most likely to do single target with physical, so we're going to go ahead and grab that. And I really don't want to do increased AoE into this. So I guess we're going to get further wider, because I also don't know how to feel about re-rolling and having to go to a glyph node. Blink can give us orbs. Orbs don't really do stuff for us. This actually might be a good good argument for cleave. Hitting heavy units once and then hoping that our bleed does the work. We're going to really have to og the crap out of it, though, because we need to wait till blue before we start getting plus bleed on this, or like a white, which we're past that point by now. Blink at green can give us shielding. Invigorate can heal us, and I believe give us resistance? Not entirely sure about that. Can also give us critical charges. Reduce highest cooldown. I think we're going to grab Cleave. This is the second time that I have taken Cleave in Season 2. Binding Empowerment for a green is something. I think what we honestly need to do is we need damage. So we need to go to stats. Green stats are nice, especially... Nope. I was going to say, especially if they're ability power. but not for me, apparently. Superior Vault. Let's get some actual items. Good lord. I want to just do this, but that means that I get hit by the blazing barrier and all that crud. This is a cursed turn. Hit you with this, constrict, you'll be dead. And then I just cleave? That's terrible. God. Unless I want to risk not killing you because I'm going to divide this damage. You will die because we have just enough physical power. And we're going to take a little bit of extra damage here. Let's try and get as close to that orb as possible, though. So we're going to hit this. Hit this. Take a ton of damage. Grab that. And then we're going to leave. And so that should take care of most of our problems. Decayed Binding did its job. Okay, now we're back at it again, apparently. That was kind of weird, but we're back in the club. Do I want to use this, or do I just want to, like, keep taking damage from this fellow? Oh. I have no idea what's coming up next turn. I kind of want to keep the Vengeful Infusion for that. We're going to try this. Do I have a... Yes, I have Clips of Extraction. Jabbers? Okay, these guys have less health. We can deal with this. How much can we deal with this? Not that much, apparently. Oh, that guy's a slasher, though. Noted. Just trying to shield as much incoming damage as I possibly can. A bunch of jabbers and slashers. We should be fine. Okay. Parsimonious... Actually, it start a turn. We should be able to get this will. I don't think that's what we want, though. I think we want something closer to Survivor's Bonsai, or maybe even Alchemist Tool Belt, just so that we get more potions to use. We could eventually turn this into money. I'm going to choose to believe. Yeah, I don't need damage anyways. Like, forget that stuff, am I right? Gain 1 shield for every enemy hit will at least pay for itself as far as, like, the price in our literal blood. I think that I can accept that. Lucky Horseshoe Crab. Sounds great. I'll take it. Jinx of Restoration. Hold up now. Is this a shield wall run? Prepared shield wall. quick. Can we even do that? I don't think we can. Is it Jinx then? Is it Jinx to just blow stuff up in one hit? Otherwise, I can also kind of see Restoration here. We're going to take a lot of damage. It's a bit unavoidable. Shield Wall's kind of doing that, but also allows us to hit enemies when they hit us with spicy foes. We hit them back with spiked. So I can see the spikes line. Only thing is that it doesn't help us with bosses. We kind of have Cleave Constrict for our bosses. I don't know, man. But you know what? Why the heck not? A Harmonized Whistle would go pretty hard right now. We have not spent any money. Excuse me. Excuse me. Stone Blossom's ridiculous. If I buy both of these though, which I obviously want to do, then we're really in trouble. We're really in trouble because we put ourselves in the RNG zone, assuming that we had actually grabbed the Quillings beforehand, which we obviously do not have. Do we take a gamble that nobody else is going to get a good score on this seed? I don't think that's going to happen. People like me posting our videos makes that not really happen. We could still... Like, what is it? Nida's Touch. Or is it Nida's Gift? I don't remember what it's actually called. We could make money. And if we make money, then we're gonna want to spend the money. But, man. I think we take Stone Blossom 100%. All these hits that we're taking literally for free because of spicy foes should be bringing up Stone Blossom, which gives us more maximum HP to get more damage from. This is an absolute buy. The question is do we gamble on the Verdant Sprout giving us even more max HP and a little bit of sustain so that we don't have to really try to figure that out? It's still not going to be more than we're losing. Is probably the only reason, besides obviously like putting us in the RNG zone, or like the super RNG zone in this case, then it being the reason why I would potentially not want to do this. We're gonna risk it and not do that. Oh boy, oh! Did that count as... No. Does this count as... Yes. I love it. Swing, swing. Oh, we're getting hit regardless. Then we're not gonna run away like a little bitch. And do I hit you with... I think I hit you with this. We have to use one of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to use... do we use that? Maybe we use the Vengeful Infusion. I think we use this. We'll go ahead and we'll use that. Why not? Farm up our little points. Alright, we're already off to a good start on that. Make sure that we pick up a orb. Oh yeah, so they're taking that spike damage. And if you don't believe me, look at that! Hidden tech for spicy foes, boys and girls. I don't discriminate, I swear. And we're already at plus 12. Good lord. Hit you with this. And this. Honestly, we're gonna hit you with the whole sink, I think. Like, there's really no reason not to. And then next turn, we'll farm up a little bit more, Stone Blossom. And then we'll call it good. We're gonna heal 10 after this. Yeah, we really should. We really should. I can't really make you guys not die. Mood. Me when I play Back for Blood on the highest difficulty with pubs. Perfect. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Cleave can also heal us. I just realized that. Oh, it's so, not Tangle. Oh no, Tangle is the one that threads people. That's right. I was confused yet again. Honestly, maybe it's Splice? Just for the nuke damage? Also makes our bossing, like... Oh, we use more will, but it makes our bossing a little better. Because it gives us something else to add to the rotation, if that makes any sense. Okay. +5 shielding. Oh, buddy. I think we just might make it. We just got to figure out how we're healing ourselves. Question is this actually viable versus Cinder? We better get a lot of physical damage. I guess Wooloo's is kind of carrying us, yeah? When this is fully capped, we're going to have 80 maximum health, which means that we could be up at 50 and still gaining 10 ability power. Yeah, okay. Otherwise, Critical Stitch is okay, but just plus 10 crit chance isn't good if you don't have any other crit chance at this point. So I'm going to kind of try to shy away from that. Constrained Constriction is also, like... That would be a lot of damage. But we're trying to prevent breakage at this point, and I think Impenetrable Wall is going to do that. Spike damage? Like, spike damage could actually be something here. I'll take it. I'm not sure that's the best move, but I think it moves the needle, like with spicy foes in particular. I think it moves the needle a lot more than like one ability power when we've got Wooloo's already given us, like, what are we getting now? We got 38 missing health, so it's almost giving us 13 ability power. Like, that's a drop in the bucket, my dude. Please. Please, I need Nidus's touch. Oh. Let's actually do this correctly. Damn, that's a lot of damage. Cool. I need that. I kind of want to get hit. Alright, we might as well take one of these. I'm going to elect to do that. Bro. Oh, look, we got our Vengeful back. It's kind of terrible. If we have someone already threaded, we could splice them. Unearthed Relic? Like, we gain shield twice a turn? So I guess it's Flaming Fist, and we're secretly a burn build? Or we re-roll this, which we can't currently afford, but might give us Nidus. Why have you done this? Take the Faded Mandala. I know the shielding goes pretty hard. Guess we'll take that. Restore 2 HP! I refuse to become suck. We absolutely want the spiked. So Palisade Wall is significantly better than Fortify for us here. If for whatever reason we could resist down and like negate spicy foes, I don't think that we can. I believe damage always rounds up. That would be great, but I'm just not sure about that. So we'll take Palisade. Guardian gives us more money, and we desperately need money. I don't know, were we supposed to go to like that Sea Breach that gives us like a ton of Quillings? I honestly don't think that these things are actually assigned to any particular seed, and I think that spend Quillings is a bug hunt, if you will. Well, that wasn't ominous. Study Windsong or Verdant Blossom? Verdant Blossom kind of is like too much healing. But is it the amount that we need? That's kind of the crazy question. I think we could always drop it. Otherwise, Study Windsong, chance to inflict mark is nice. Do we reroll for Nidus? Man, we're gonna miss the run quest and our Quillings. I guess we'll take Verdant Blossom for a couple of fights. Take me to a Heroic Vault. I need Nidus. A Lucky Horseshoe Crab? Sure, we'll eat it. We can use both of our potions. That's great, because we want to use this Vengeful Infusion. Ayo! Don't mind me. I'm just gonna do a couple of things here. I almost feel like maybe I want to use this Potion of Power here. just to make sure that I get the pot, but I also don't think that that's correct. Oh! Maybe I'll use it here. Just don't deal with the guy. I see you brought a friend. I don't like them either. We do not have a buff, so we'll make sure to get it. We have 18 Wooloos right now. Our Thorns just absolutely obliterates these fools. Barrier potion, potion of power, we can deal with that. We can deal with that. I like Harbinger's Trophy a lot. I like it more than Decayed Binding. Because it's 3 physical power for the rest of the fight instead of just once. I really don't think we need 2 Verdant Blossoms. More spike damage? Physical power? I think we want more spike damage. That up tier though? Holy lord! That's like super weird. Patchwork Stitch is bad since we took Splice. It only hits 1 person. Also, the AoE we took at the start of the game was kind of bad because it only hits 1 person. Oh, jeez. I guess I'm crazy. Just protect our HP once we get up to like 50 some. We are not going to meet our money. Unless we get like really lucky. We'll take more spike damage. We're crazy. We can use this. It wasn't that great. We will pick this up. I'm not sure that this is the best idea. But it feels better than using my potion right now. This dude just has so much freaking HP. And we have like 17. He's got more HP than Runestone, alright? That's what I realized, 2 videos ago. And I have no idea why. Like, granted, we could have much more insane damage right now. So, it's kind of, air quotes, our fault, but I don't understand what, why with a build that's probably going to do very well versus Cinder, I'm struggling against Nim. Alright. I need to somehow find a way to face this man in one turn. That's not going to happen. So we're going to lose points there. He's going to hit me for 12. That's honestly fine. I'm not too concerned about that. Let's hit you with this. That. Maybe that. Let's get our spikes out there. That also fully shields us. Hit you again with that. Blap. Like, we dealt 1,000 damage with spikes. I don't know. Maybe I'm complaining too much. Could be. And then, of course, people are wondering why Nim is bodying everybody. It's because he doesn't die, so you have to kill his minions. So now he's got 11 might. And there's really not... Like, maybe... I don't know. I was going to say maybe if you added, like, a mechanic that added a damage multiplier to him, it wouldn't be too bad. Another 1,000 damage for free. Not enough. We did roll past burn on hit. Maybe that was our hubris. That was 2 extra turns. Yeesh. Like, I'm not sure that any of this is, like, particularly great in our current build. We do kind of need something that's better than Constrict, apparently, which is, like, crazy to say, because Constrict is a disgusting amount of damage. Maybe it's just tethering repeatedly so that we get more ability power, but we already have a ton of ability power. Like, we'd have to use this thing like 3 times just to gain 50% more damage, but it's at least 50% more damage. I don't even frickin' know. Like, Nim, the deal with. What is? Like, maybe it is grabbing Critical Stitch and just hoping that this thing crits? Because then it does as much damage as Constrict? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else we're doing. Yeah, there's no way that we're making money. Feels no Nidus, man. More spike damage? Like, that spike damage literally does more than our entire turn. I feel like buffing that is probably the best idea. Again, maybe that's just me being foolish. Like, good lord, we do some frickin' damage. It's just Nim. There's controlled weaving. Think I'm gonna just destroy you. Spikes has you dead. We're also only taking 1 damage. Maybe we take 2 damage and just spike you with this? Did I not hit you? It'd be nice to know if we got controlled weaving this turn. We'll take the 1 damage. Oh, I didn't thread him. It was Faded Mandala made me thread him beforehand. Therein is the issue. I guess I actually didn't need to use that at all. I guess the Thorns damage helped. Yeah, we're doing 2,000 damage when we hit things. Make sure we pick up an orb. I'll take a barrier potion, why not? Another leaky pen? Armored porcupine really doesn't go off? Is that still the pick? I feel like leaky pen might be the play here, simply because then we get to use cleave more often. We get to use shield wall more often. That's kind of like the weakness of our build at the going moment. Cleave being cheaper seems pretty good. Plus 30 damage. Like, I guess it's the best we got. But if that's the case, Constricting Knots technically gives us way much more damage, especially if we do take Leaky Pen. I mean, when I load a chunk, this is going to disappear. That's fine by me. Okay, just checking. What's here? Conduit? Taking Conduit would drop me a whole nother bracket of scoring. But we already have like a 2 deficit on Nim, which is negative 1,000 points. We're not going to get our run point. That's negative 1,400. We're not going to get this, so that's 1,650. Ew. Our run today is going to be worse than the run yesterday. Yeah, I don't need to lose, like, more points just to... you know what? I guess we do gain shield every time we pick up an orb, so it doesn't have to be Leaky Pen. It could be Armored Porcupine. Because we're going to do some form of have something threaded, so we gain shielding at the start of the turn. We're going to use Palisade Wall whenever it comes off cooldown. We have a barrier potion. We shield on hit. Yeah. Armored Porcupine's probably pretty good for us. Gives us another shielding too, which is something. So then here... I kind of want to do Cleat. Like, it's currently Like, Spikes is doing all of our damage, but Cleave is also like trying to do a lot. It's currently doing 100 damage a turn, which is, I guess that's half a Constrict. Bleed actually isn't doing a lot of damage. You could argue you're going to have Wooloo, so you actually have more. Well, yeah, I'll also have more on Constrict. So if Constrict is basically our damage, let's go ahead and grab Constricting Knots. Like, might as well. I think Cleave kind of fell off for us. That's kind of what happens when you can't use it, like, more than once a fight. Uh-oh, I've threaded somebody. Oh, it's the right guy! Let's go! Alright, let's start with this, and you're dead. I like it. Okay. This is critting. It's doing, like, Look at how much frickin' damage we're doing to Cinder. Okay? That's all I gotta say. But Nim... defeat him basically with our thorns. You're gonna phase due to thorns. That's gonna put us in kind of a precarious... We want to be as central in here as possible. Because what Cinder's going to do, and I haven't really, like, shown this well enough. Maybe if I ever get a sit-down Saturday for individual boss videos. On phase 2, Cinder always goes up into the air. And then he aims a puddle exactly where you're standing. So, most people want to, like, get out of a current puddle. And so that makes them, like... or her, I don't know what gender Cinder identifies as, will start to spread the blight. But if we're going to take this blight damage anyways, because we're going to get, like, hacked on, we might as well have them aim directly on top of the old puddle so that we save more of our real estate. Thank you for joining my TED Talk. Excuse me? Maybe it's turn 3? I just went through all that explanation, man. And now you're gonna dog me like this. Oh well. What you gonna do? What do we want to do? The world is our oyster. Like, I kind of want to reset this for a crit. Let's go ahead and use this. It's going to do a considerable amount of damage. Then leash ya. I guess that's about all we can do. Yeah, so it must be turn 3, and I'm just used to not phasing them right away. I'll take that. Good lord, our thorns is almost killing this man. Are we the baddie? And I almost think we want to take this damage, oddly enough. So we'll actually reset here. Take that for a little bit more shielding. Get rid of the Cinderpox. We take 1 damage. We're looking great. Okay. Because then that'll phase you immediately. And then we can go ahead and crit you for absolutely frickin' nothing. Do we take this just to gain some shielding? I don't even frickin' know, man. Yeah, it's pretty much all our thorns at this point. Go ahead and use that. Like, this is going to get removed either way, so might as well do that. And there you go. Easy chicken. Now explain to me how a chicken is easier than Nim, the Book 2 boss. Yeah, today's seed was worse. I mean, we lost significantly more points, and it was mainly just, like, this was just Nim. That's the crazy thing. This was Nim. This was us not taking... What am I trying to say? This was us not taking the fight one Quillings. So, keep that in mind. And the vestige we got, I don't even remember what we got. We got rid of it pretty quick. I don't know. What did we get out of fight 2? Decayed Binding did some stuff, though. It's a little hard to say that, but I feel like, I don't know, maybe having 80 to 100 more Quillings would have done a little bit more. Yeah, that's actually tough to say. I think Decayed Binding, like, we went there, so we picked up Decayed Binding, but it did its job. Did pretty well. Otherwise, our health was maxed, like, overmaxed. We healed way too much. So we really didn't need that that Blossom as long as we did. Yeah, honestly, I would say it wasn't a bad run. We just had a huge freaking turn penalty, missed Quillings, and didn't get the run quest, which, if you guys got the run quest, then congratulations. Because, I don't know, like, I believe I left an F8 the first time it came up, which was during the money run. Having to save 750, and then the run quest is also like, you will lose 400 points if you don't spend 575. And then you're a class that can't make money, like Magma Miner, and you're like, huh, okay then. I guess I'll just go, like, go send myself to the Sea of Ink or something like that. Like, fuck me, I guess. Anyways, hopefully the run was enjoyable, or at least entertaining. This guy got it. What the heck did he do? Wang? Are you in the comments? I want to know. Otherwise, everybody got, like, around the same amount that we did. I'm guessing that these people did better on their turns, or I guess lost a turn and then just did better on everything else, because they're 1100 on us. So that's just an interesting amount to be off. Anyways, hopefully the run was entertaining, or at least educational. If you have any feedback whatsoever, be it questions, comments, concerns, misplay alerts, be sure to put those down in the comments below. And until next time, I will catch you guys around.